Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan Battle video for you. In this video, we're going to be looking at how you can beat Stage 2 of Seriously Serious 2, and we're going to be using a Gifted Warriors category team. So we have to bring 6 Gifted Warriors category team members on this team, and we're going to be running a dual LR Tech Orange Piccolo setup here. So what we want to do with the Tech Piccolo is you kind of want to, in the beginning, make sure that he is getting in enough hits early on, so try put him wherever the most hits are. Hopefully get him on turn 1 and turn 2 rotation, so that you put him where the most attacks are so he can start tanking a bit of damage, get his defense built up really quickly. He needs to take a few hits. We are then going to float him off after using his little active so that we can skip out on a bunch of supers from Goku and Vegeta so we don't take any damage. That should effectively give us 2 free turns of just normal attacks, and then we can hopefully finish off in turn 5. So that's what we're going to be doing with Orange Piccolo. Looking at the bosses here, we're going to be up against Majin Vegeta as well as Super Saiyan 2 Goku Angel. They're both going to be on the same rotate, well, not on the same rotation, but they'll both be 2 bosses you have to fight at the same time. Majin Vegeta does a 1.96 mil super, and you can do that twice per turn. He stuns on his super, and he reduces damage received from all extreme types. He'll also perform a crit on his super, didn't have enough gimmicks already, and he'll get an attack plus 20% with each super performed, as well as a defense plus 50% buff with each super performed. So we're going to aim for Vegeta first, simply because the defense buff he's getting is going to make him harder and harder to kill, so we want to kill him earlier. Although you could do the same thing for Goku, who gets the bigger attack buff. Might be that he's a bit more scary, but he gets his attack buff less. You don't need supers once per turn. So we'll be focusing Majin Vegeta down, but I don't think there's too much of a difference if you want to focus down Goku. Goku does have more health, so Vegeta might be better to just kill faster anyway, and then take him out afterwards. The first 2 turns, Orange Piccolo shouldn't have too much of an issue tanking, even though Vegeta does crit, which ignores defense, well, a good portion of defense anyway. You do just need to make sure that he gets those stacks in, and then he does take a little bit of damage here, you'll see, from the crit. It doesn't kill us or anything like that, and he'd only managed to take 1 hit, but he does get the rest of his hits in, which raises his defense massively, and he is going to be fine the rest of the time. And then his utility with his active and all of that is a really... it is a little bit of a longer utility. His active does take a few turns to actually get through it. Sometimes it can be up to 3 separate turns, and he will be doing barely any damage. But the main thing is that when you come back to the turn, he would have had his giant form, so there'll be no supers that your units can take. So it can be a nice way just to protect some units if you need to. Looking at Goku here now, Super Saiyan 2 Goku Angel, he's going to be doing a 2.25 million super. He reduces damage received from super types, and he gets an attack plus 50% with each super performed, as well as a defense plus 20% with each super performed. He also has a 5% chance to evade your attacks. Now, Goku doesn't super twice per turn, but his attack buff is bigger than when Vegeta supers twice a turn. So Vegeta will get that plus 40%, Goku will get it plus 50% with each super performed. So might be worth killing him first, really. Again, like I said, I don't think it's that big a deal which one you choose. I just went for Vegeta, and the rest of the time we were fine. And we are trying to get to the turn where we can sort of get physical UI, swap over to Vegeta and do his active and just do massive damage, as well as Golden Frieza as well, getting to that turn where we can swap over to Gogeta and then pretty much solo. So those are our 2 big power spikes we're waiting for here. I'm going to skip most of the Orange Piccolo stuff. I'm sure you guys don't really want to see 7-8 mil attack stats 20 times in a row. But just suffice to say that pop at the moment you can. Here you can see on turn 3 we have our turn 1 Piccolo that we managed to pop here. Now we have no supers to worry about on this turn, and we can just go ahead and run wherever we can do the most damage. We're going to be switching to Vegeta here, get some extra damage out of him, and then bringing in the Int Vegeta as well, so we can just do a little bit of extra damage and get some healing up here, as well as he does. He hits quite hard. Okay, once we get to this turn where we have Golden Frieza out, able to be swapped over, and we're running a full super team, so that should be, well, minus the Golden Frieza, but we should be able to swap out to Gogeta, do our active, and just let Gogeta rip and do a huge amount of damage, and that's what we're going to do here. Now we're going to get all these orbs, which is going to guarantee that we get all the dodge, the 100% dodge chance on Gogeta that we need. Switch over to Vegeta here, generally a better idea to alt as Vegeta, get a little bit of extra damage as well as get that guard for a few turns so that we're safe there. If we swap back over to Goku, now we could use the orange Piccolo active here as well and go into his giant form, but I was confident we were going to be fine now that Vegeta's dead and we just have one super attack to deal with and our units are very juiced, so I didn't think there was any point in wasting any more time and we could just rather go for the kill. But yeah, we just let Gogeta do his thing here, take all the damage we can and then come back on the next turn. Okay, next turn we go straight into switching over to, well, we have it on physical VB already, so we'll just go ahead and use the active here. And with Vegeta suitably juiced, this should be the end here. We've also used the active on the Gamma 2, STO Gamma 2 at the end there, but that should pretty much be it. I'll leave you guys with the rest of the fight. I hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.